Semester 2, Season 2019-2020 would like to present to all of you our research study, which is production system in automotive industry. Before we go through to this topic, I would like to introduce our group members organization. Our group consists of 4 members. First, Muhammad AZMAN bin Abu Bakar as a group leader. Second, RUQAIYAH binti SAIFUL as a assistant group leader. Third, MAISUR bin AZLAN as a researcher. And the last one is me, Muhammad AMIRUR Rahman bin AZAHAR as a designer. We hope whoever watch our presentation will get some knowledge on how automotive vehicles are systematically mass-produced and what is relationship between it with the principle of lean manufacturing.
So for the first slide is introduction, and what we are mentioned in introduction is production system in automotive industry has been developed for years since Henry Ford production line system been introduced on 1st December in 1913, and his innovation reduced the time it took to build a car from more than 12 hours to 2 hours and 30 minutes. And most of vehicle nowadays consists of advanced technology that consists of electronic sensor and boards, and the time for production system needed to finish a product in varies based on what process that involved in the line. Hence, the application of the lean manufacturing in the production system need to be analyzed. So for the next slide is background study. So the aim of this research study is to learn the process involved in production system in automotive industry from initial state of production until it finish, which is mass production. So all the knowledge of how automotive vehicles are systematically mass produced and its relationship with the principle of lean manufacturing will be explained in detail in this slide. So next is the objective of this topic. There are 3 objectives. First is to define the production system in automotive industry. Second is to state the process involved from the initial stage to the final stage, which is mass production. And the third is to examine the importance of the principle of lean manufacturing.
Vehicle production system process. The manufacture of motor vehicle involves the manufacture and assembly of the final product from a number of metallic, plastic and electrical components. A wide range of processes involved, including metal cutting, pressing, polishing, grinding, welding, painting and painting. So as what we can see in the picture, this is the animation on how assembly line in automotive industry will be run. For the first, from plant and equipment relocation to the press shop, from press shop to the body shop, from body shop to the paint shop, and at the same time the powertrain shop or engine shop were assembled, and then the last one is final assembly. The BMW 3 series has been chosen as our reference to explain all of the process involved in automotive industry. The BMW Group offers premium emotion, exceptional automobiles which are characterized by high quality and outstanding design.
So I want to proceed with press shop. What is meaning by press shop? Press shop is changing the shape from the sheet metal blank into a useful shape in the plastic deformation state using a die and mechanical press. So the car company that we used for this slide, the BMW Group, has a function-oriented mix of proven deep drawing steels and higher strength material. So in the item production, they already lay basic of unit design for extremely rigid and lightweight bodies. So first press shop is with the main operation is stamping method. For the stamping method, there is blanking or blank preparation, first forming operation, drawing operations, assembling activities and subsequent operation. So the first is blanking, which is involved cutting action about a closed shape for future forming. Next is first forming operation. So the aim is forming the blank into semi-developed blank for the initial shape before the drawing operation, which is drawing operation consists of sometimes known as scarp drawing, radial drawing or deep drawing, which is each of name has specific set of condition which differentiate it from other operation. So the next is subsequent operations. Most of the panel require a sequence of forming step because different of the degree of forming that cannot be accomplished in a single step. So next, the last one is assemblies activities. Include a variety of specialized cells for combining panels to form BIW component, for joining the door inners and outers. So press shop, there are two type of press shop in automotive. So the first one is mechanical press, next is hydraulic press. So we proceed for mechanical press. The use of energy stored in their flywheel, which is translated into reciprocal motion. They also come into different configuration, which is press with gap frame and press with strike side. Next is hydraulic press. They control their force which move in one or more rams in a predetermined sequence. So due to large bed size, it's provide full tonnage at any point of stroke. The hydraulic press only cover a wide variety of application. So it is organized according to operation on the part in various line configuration. So body shop is the next process after press shop. Body shop is different because it is meant by precise assembly to precision body. Compared to press shop, they are preparing a material for its initial shape from the sheet metal blank. So body shop is useful even after the car is purchased because they expert in take care of external part of the car, which is the outer rear. Next, the auto collision happen all time, so it is not avoidable. In order to save time and money, we can simply use simple cosmetic by body shop for repairing the car. So what is important by body shop? It is important to have an auto body repair shop to examine the car after collision to make sure that the damage not have a long-term effect for your car. Frame repair can go overlooked because it is not immediately noticeable because it is in the interior side. Then it is vital to important of the car health. While the frame repair may seem like a job for a mechanic, it is actually an example of body shop repairs, often done in conjunction with collision repair.
Engine shop. An engine is a machine designed to convert other form of energy into mechanical energy. There are different type of engine like heat engines, internal combustion engine, external combustion engine, non-combusting heat engines, and chemically powered non-thermal engines, to name a few. Most of these engines are complex and heavy, which makes them difficult to make or build. An assembly line is a manufacturing process which you can produce an end product faster and with more efficiency. In this process, intangible parts are added to a core product in sequential manner to create the final product. Automated assembly lines for engine have even found their place in the jet engine industry, where until now the engines were assembled almost completely by hand. So today, even automobile engines have become more complex, while the workers demand more reliable and safe assembly processes. This demand has led the assembly line to gain great popularity in various automobile manufacturing companies. The assembly line for engines has 4 major blocks that are essential to the engine. The first one is short block assembly. The short block consists of the portion of a cylinder block from below by heat gasket to above the oil pan. The cam in block engine also consists of the camshaft, balancing shaft, and timing gears along with the cylinder block. At this station, the short block is put together for all the individual components and then sent on. The second one is piston sub-assembly. The block contains the individual items that required to assemble a piston, The main component of a piston are lands, heads, ring grooves, and skirts that are mounted on a wrist or piston pin. Though the structural components stay the same, the piston can differ in the shape of the heads or the placement of the rings. Third, cylinder head assembly. The cylinder head sits on the top of the cylinder block and provides space for the passage of air and fuel to the cylinder. In some cases, valves, fuel injectors, and spark plugs are also mounted into the cylinder head. All of these components are mounted at this station and then it is sent to the next station. The last one is final assembly. The complete assembly of the engine is done at this station. The parts that were individually assembled in the sub-assembly station are mounted onto the main body of the engine. The end product may then be sent for testing for the next station if it is included in the assembly line. The assembly line has various advantages apart from increasing efficiency and productivity. The line also make mass production of product even as complex as engine easier and also help increase the company's throughput.
So for the next slide is paint shop. So hardly a detail of mostly detail in an automotive actually are so strongly on the sense like this color of the paint. So at the same time it serves to protect and preserve the value of the automobile. But the bodies are finished clean in the plank pool and the grease then coated with the zinc phosphate layer, and this form a basis for lasting corrosion protection. And then the 4 more coats of paint protect the vehicle against the environmental influences and give a durable color gloss. So for the next slide is paint shop. So the first process in paint shop is preparation line, and the first step for the preparation line is the process is to affix the body to the shuttle crossbar that is used to link up with the preparation line's various shuttle. So this run on this section, the car is run on the track and allow the individual body to follow the paths. So for the next process in paint shop is sealer line, which is the e-coat body is clean and has a rust protection covering, but the metal seams are not yet watertight. So these are sealed by the robot that apply the millimeter perfect sealant and PVC covering that being called airless sealer. So this is used in the wheel well and other side of the body to form the protective layers, stopping road debris from chipping away at the conventional paint covering. Okay. So for the next process is time to color, and this area of the paint shop where the real magic happen here, which the temperature and also the humidity are controlled. So first the body pass through a feather dust station to clear the surface before the first base coat are put on it. So but BMW is implementing a new integrated paint process that eliminate the needed for a primer paint station, as this function is fulfilled by the modern base coat that gives the vehicle its final color. And then this coat give the vehicle its final color, and also depend on a hue selected up to 3 code, 3 code are needed to get the desired result, and everything happen in the airtight room. Yes, where the robot and the equip with extremely expensive state of the art nozzle and spray the body uh, are there. Yeah. Okay. So for the last process in the paint shop is final inspection. So the painted vehicle body is manually inspected under the bright light, and if any defect are found, the specific body is sidelined to be fixed before moving to the wax station. So the last task is at the wax station, adding wax sealant to areas that require further correction protection. And the very last task is the body can send on their way to the vehicle assembly line.
Okay, I will explain about the assembly shop. First, on the assembly shop, an assembly line is processed from workstation to workstation, which is worker will make from another part to another part until the car is finished. Second, okay, for the quality control process through which business seek to ensure the product quality is maintained or improved, which is we want to control the production. We want to make it will always improve and maintain our brand. Second, quality control operate the business to create an environment in which both management and employees strive for perfection. For the quality control, we want our product will be perfect. Third, it was done by training personnel, creating benchmark for product quality and testing product to check the statically variation. And fourth, a major aspect of quality control is the establishment of well-defined control that help standardize production and reaction to quality issue. Then quality control focus on the way the part fits together and interact and ensuring engineer operate smoothly. automotive assembly systems are subject to mainly technology transformation because of their needs to adjust to a continuously changing market. Then every process in the assembly plant has to become more flexible in order for the overall system flexibility to be increased. And lastly, therefore new technologies are introduced and have shown the potential benefit of this technology as well as the specification that future assembly plant will have to fulfill in order to respond safely and cost efficiency to shifting market demand. Okay, for the conclusion, future of the production line. First, just as the invention of steam power investigate an industrial revolution in the 18th century, digital technologies are sparking a new industrial revolution today. Second, why it is tempting to imagine the future of the assembly line as a fully automated and the reality is little more complex. And third, the biggest advice in assembly line production will come less from automation and more from increased visibility into industrial process. In that, modern assembly line are close collaboration between human and machine, coordinated by application, not unlike those you find on smartphone. And lastly, with IIoT, big data, computer vision, and other industry 4.0 industry, assembly line continue to feature some of the most advanced technology around the world.